Hello, this is H.D. Ingles again. I want to present to you another episode of Fascinating Facts. At least it's fascinating to me. Broadcast on the RU Nuts Network. This episode is about a Roman general during the Second Punic War. This may be of no interest to you, but I have always been fascinated by Roman history. I'll try not to bore you. Here goes. Scipio Africanus. Ever heard of him? Well, I have. I don't remember how I heard of him. Probably dumb luck. Anyway, when I was in high school, I read a few books about him. Scipio Africanus was a formidable man. Publius Cornelius Scipio Africanus was born in either 236 or 235 BC and died in 183 BC. He was a Roman general and later consul who is often regarded as one of the best military commanders and strategists of all time. Rome and Carthage had three wars. The Punic Wars. Carthage was founded by the Phoenicians of Tyre circa 814 BC. It is located in Tunisia and is one of the closest points in Africa to Sicily. By the way, the adjective Punic is a derivation of the word which the inhabitants of Carthage were referred to by the Romans. First off, a recap of the three Punic Wars between the Roman Republic and Carthage, which occurred between 264 BC and 146 BC. In a nutshell, final score, Rome 3, Carthage 0. Scipio participated in the Second Punic War. In 218 BC, Scipio, at the age of 17, went into battle alongside his father. It was the first battle of the war, and his foe was Hannibal. The Romans lost the battle, but young Scipio led a charge against a superior force of Carthaginian cavalry to save his father's life. Also in 218 BC, Hannibal made a completely unexpected move. He landed an army in Spain, crossed the Alps with a large army, horses, and a herd of elephants. Rome was taken completely by surprise. Over the next 3 years, Rome suffered defeats at the hands of Hannibal. At the age of 20, Scipio witnessed Rome's greatest defeat, which took place in 216 BC at Caen, Italy, where estimates as high as 50 to 60,000 Romans lost their lives. Over the next few years, Hannibal continued to plague Italy. In 211 BC, the two Roman commanders in Spain, Scipio's father and uncle, were killed. The Romans were almost totally defeated, not because of the Roman army, but because of turncoat allies. In 210 BC, at the age of about 24, Scipio took command of the Roman forces in Spain. In 4 years, Scipio drove the Carthaginians out of the Iberian Peninsula. He accomplished this feat with tactical and strategic brilliance. He also befriended the Spanish, who had been treated poorly by the Carthaginians. When Scipio invaded North Africa from Sicily in 205 BC, Hannibal was called home, and he lost all the ground he had gained in Italy. In 202 BC, the Battle of Zama in modern-day Tunisia, that's Zama spelled Z-A-M-A. Scipio's army of 30,000 faced Hannibal's army of 50,000. That's a 5-3. Hannibal also had a large number of elephants poised to overrun the Roman infantry. But at this battle, Hannibal encountered a problem. Scipio had studied Hannibal's battlefield tactics. Scipio understood Hannibal completely. Scipio trained his legions how to avoid charging elephants. Scipio trained his legions how to defeat Hannibal. Scipio's legions opened corridors for the elephants to charge through. That is, the elephants charged through open paths between the Roman soldiers. The Roman soldiers, now on the flanks of the elephants, used spears to kill the elephants. The elephants began to panic and turned around and fled. But by this action, the elephants overran Hannibal's soldiers. At Zama, even with all of the disadvantages he was facing, Scipio crushed Hannibal's army and won the Second Punic War. The victory at Zama was one of the feats for which Scipio was then referred to as Scipio Africanus. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little fact. Thank you for watching.